I desire to speak about how essential tremors, I was also diagnosed with spastic torticollis, has affected and even destroyed my life. I began to lose control of the muscles in my neck over 25 years ago. And this disease has progressively gotten worse and worse. And there are times when the shaking is so bad, it causes me to panic, my blood pressure goes high, and often this happens when I'm in a public setting, and it becomes very embarrassing. In fact, the shaking, the tremors, are embarrassing at all times. In a strange sort of way, it's even embarrassing to look at myself in the mirror. And the shaking gets in my hands from time to time. It's not as bad in my hands as it is my neck. And if there's an attack of a stressful situation, I shake all through my shoulders, my neck, my hands. And it has been very, very difficult to live with. I'd like to talk to you for a few moments about how this disease has affected my personality, how it has in fact destroyed my personality. By the way, I come about this honestly. Both sides of my family suffer with shaking problems, either spastic torticollis or essential tremors. And because, in fact, I'm not shaking as bad right now as I most of the time do. I have myself in such a position. And that's what sufferers do. If they have essential tremors or spastic torticollis or Parkinson's or whatever, they learn how to manipulate their body to try to bring a sense of control. But it never goes away. It never stops. And if I put myself in a position, you can see how it just continues to go. How this has affected my personality is overwhelming. Because no matter what anybody says to you to try to comfort you, you appear to be somewhat strange if you shake. If your head shakes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of words you speak or what kind of body language you use. It's a distraction. It attracts people. People stare at you. And I know to some that doesn't matter, but it has mattered to me over the years. How it has affected me is it destroyed my career. I was actively involved in traveling and singing and ministerial work in front of people all the time. And progressively the shaking has gotten worse and worse and worse, and I finally had to leave my work. And I missed the road. I missed traveling. But this one situation of how this has affected my personality, it causes depression. You have to hold your face. I'm constantly holding my face like this. It's become a gesture, a common gesture. People in my circle of life will sometimes mock me holding my face, and it's fine. And or they'll mock me shaking my head, and that's fine. I've learned to live with that, and it doesn't really bother me. See, somebody mocking me for shaking doesn't bother me. It's my shaking that bothers me. There have been so many times that I just didn't want to go on. I didn't want to face the public. I didn't want to even go to a store. And then because of the excessive shaking, you get pain. There's pain in your neck at all times. You can't even look at someone and have a normal conversation, look them in the eyes without shaking. So what I've decided to do is try to help people and comfort people who suffer from some manner of shaking. whether it be Parkinson's or spastic torticollis or essential tremors or whatever. I'm here for you. You can post messages to me. You can send me private messages, and I will respond in videos. And again, I want to deal with this, how it's reshaped my personality. I was so outgoing, and I enjoyed making people laugh and laughing. And but this became the focus. This became the primary focus in my life, and it changed my personality. Those of you who suffer with shaking problems, it changes your personality. You're not you, because this becomes you. The shaking becomes your personality. It's hard to explain. And you just dream of a day when you don't shake, so you can go out in public and face the people and have a normal... You want to go to a restaurant and order food and not feel strange. I recall I was sitting in a restaurant once and shaking real bad. In public, I get very bad. And I was in this restaurant. The waiter had brought us our food, and he was asking us, was our food okay? And of course my head was shaking back and forth like this, and so he thought I was telling him no. He said, well, what's wrong with it? What is wrong with your food? And so he was sort of perplexed by that, and I had explained to him, about this. And everywhere I go, if I go to a doctor's office, I have to explain to them why I'm shaking my head. A strange thing too, other people will start shaking their head when you shake your head. They don't have a disease. It's sort of I think it's a nervous reaction. But I decided to go public and try to help people with this problem the best I can. I'll counsel you. I'll give you advice. I'll teach you how I cope in life with this shaking problem. Things that I do to deal with it. Medication doesn't help me. I do not drink alcoholic beverages, although it has been suggested that I do, because alcohol can, for a while, calm your nerves, but it leads to bigger, more serious problems down the road. So I don't drink any alcohol. I do not take any form of drugs for this problem. It's just something I've had to live with for years. I'm sick of it, I'm tired of it, and I want it to stop. So until there is a cure, or I'm healed, or whatever, I've decided to talk about it. I've decided to talk about it with people who shake. If you have family members with nervous conditions, shaking problems of any kind, send them to this YouTube page. I'm here to help. Send me letters, send me notes, send me posts, and I'll try my best to help you with the knowledge that I have gained suffering from this dreaded disease. Have a wonderful day.